The Centre for Public Legal Education Alberta, CPLE, is a non-profit organization with the goal of making the law understandable for Albertans. CPLE provides legal information and education to the public. Only lawyers can provide legal advice. Look for our contact information at the end of this video. Enjoy!
Many of us will need help at some point in our lives to make important decisions about our health or our finances. You may need help if you are in an accident or have an illness that leaves you unable to make decisions for yourself for a period of time. You may need help if you have a disability that impacts your ability to make decisions, or you may need help as you grow older. There is a law in Alberta called the Adult Guardianship and Trusteeship Act. This law describes many tools that adults can use to get help making decisions. Which tool you should use depends on your level of mental capacity and what kind of decisions you are making. Some tools are only available if you have full mental capacity, while others can be used if you have some or no mental capacity. As well, some tools are for making personal decisions, while others are for making financial decisions. In this video, we will provide an overview of each of the tools described in the Act. However, we know it's possible to learn everything there is to know about decision-making tools in just 10 minutes. That is why we have made a booklet called the Adult Guardianship and Trusteeship Act in Alberta. This booklet goes into a lot more detail about each of the tools. You can read it for free on our website or contact us for a printed copy. And for more information on mental capacity, watch our video in this series on that topic. First, let's look at tools for making personal decisions. Personal decisions are decisions about things like healthcare and medical treatments, where you will live, who you will associate with, what activities you will participate in, including education and employment, and legal proceedings that do not relate to primarily financial matters. The first tool we're going to look at for making personal decisions is called a supported decision-making authorization. A supported decision-making authorization is used when you have mental capacity but want someone else to help you make or communicate your decisions. You are called the supported adult. The person assisting you is called the supporter. You can have up to 3 supporters. You do not have to go to court. You simply need to fill out a form called a supported decision-making authorization. You can find this form online on the Government of Alberta's website. A supported decision-making authorization may be helpful where you face difficult decisions and want help with the decision-making process. You have difficulty communicating in English and want help communicating your decisions to others. You have communication difficulties. You have a mild disability, or you need help for a little while due to a temporary condition. The next tool is called a Co-Decision-Making Order. This tool is a court order. The court will make this type of order if you have lost some capacity but can still make personal decisions with support. You are called the assisted adult. The person who is named in the order to help you is called the co-decision maker. Your co-decision maker must agree to being named in the court order. You can have 1 or more co-decision makers. You and the co-decision maker must make decisions together. You must discuss the decision, and if you cannot agree, then you, the assisted adult, makes the final decision. A co-decision-making order may be helpful where you cannot make personal decisions on your own, but you can with help and support. You have a close relationship with someone who is willing to give you decision-making support. You do not have a guardian or a personal directive. A third tool is called specific decision-making. Sometimes a healthcare provider, such as a physician, nurse practitioner, or a dentist, needs a specific decision to be made. If they do not think you have the mental capacity to make the decision, they can ask your nearest relative to make it for you. The law sets out a list of people who are your nearest relative. The person the highest on the list has the right to make the decision. Specific decision-making is used where three conditions are met. 1. You do not have capacity to make a decision. 2. You do not have a guardian or a personal directive. And 3. A decision is needed for your health care or for your temporary admission to or discharge from a residential facility. There are some decisions that a specific decision maker cannot make. For example, decisions where not having the treatment would lead to your immediate death. Note that a healthcare provider can always provide emergency care without anyone's consent if the healthcare is necessary to save your life or to prevent serious physical or mental harm or to ease severe pain. A guardianship order is necessary when you do not have mental capacity to make personal decisions for yourself. The court grants this order to allow someone else, called your guardian, to make decisions for you. You are called the represented adult. Your guardian can be a relative or a close friend. The public guardian will only be your guardian if no one else can. The court can appoint more than one guardian. The person who is applying to become your guardian must complete several documents and submit them to the Office of the Public Guardian and Trustee. For more information on the application process, see our booklet called The Adult Guardianship and Trusteeship Act in Alberta, or contact the Office of the Public Guardian and Trustee. The court decides whether or not to grant a guardianship order. Before granting the order, the court must decide that you do not have capacity to make personal decisions, less intrusive and less restrictive supports are not suitable, and it is in your best interest to have a guardian. The court can grant a temporary guardianship order in urgent cases if you do not have capacity to make a decision about a personal matter and you are in immediate danger of death or serious physical harm. These court orders are good for 90 days. At the end of the 90 days, the court will review the order. They can decide to cancel it, extend it for 6 months, or go forward with an application for a regular guardianship order. Now, let's look at tools for making financial decisions. Financial decisions are any decisions about buying, selling, managing, or protecting property. This includes your money in banking, investments, taxes, and real estate. A trusteeship order is necessary when you do not have mental capacity to make financial decisions for yourself. The court grants this order to allow someone else to make decisions for you. A trusteeship order and a guardianship order are similar, except a trusteeship order appoints a trustee to make your financial decisions, while a guardianship order appoints a guardian to make your personal decisions. Sometimes, the court will grant these orders together. Your guardian and your trustee can be the same person. Just like for a guardianship order, the person who is applying to become your trustee must complete several documents and submit them to the Office of the Public Guardian and Trustee. The court decides whether or not to grant a trusteeship order. Before granting the order, the court must decide that you do not have capacity to make your financial decisions, less intrusive and less restrictive supports are not suitable, and it is in your best interest to have a trustee. The court can grant a temporary trusteeship order in urgent cases if you do not have mental capacity to make a decision about a financial matter, and you are in immediate danger of suffering serious financial loss. These court orders are good for 90 days. At the end of the 90 days, the court will review the order. They can decide to cancel it, extend it for 6 months, or go forward with an application for a regular trusteeship order. Now, what happens if you have a personal directive or an enduring power of attorney? When you have good or some capacity, you can still get a supported decision-making authorization or a co-decision-making order to help you make personal decisions. When you lose capacity, a guardianship or trusteeship order should not be necessary. Your agent or attorney can start acting for you. A court order will only be necessary if your personal directive or enduring power of attorney do not give your agent or attorney the power to make all your personal or financial decisions. Then a court order will fill in the blanks. For more information on personal directives, enduring powers of attorney, and wills, see our video in this series on that topic. Where can you get more help? Don't forget to check out our booklet called The Adult Guardianship and Trusteeship Act in Alberta. It has much more information about the tools we've discussed and the process for getting them. You can read this booklet for free on our website, or you can contact us to get a printed copy.
Thank you for watching this video from the Centre for Public Legal Education, Alberta. We endeavour to make the law understandable for Albertans. You can find CPLE's resources on our website, cple.ca, or reach us via email at info@cple.ca, or simply by phone at 780-451-8764. Until next time.